Hi everybody, today I'm going to show you how to make a really simple balsamic ginger vinaigrette, much reduced fat vinaigrette, so we can enjoy more flavor on our salads rather than trying to just put a little bit of vinaigrette on a big giant salad and you don't get that much flavor. What I'm going to show you here is we have some minced ginger that has been pureed and smashed simply because you don't want big giant chunks of ginger in your vinaigrette. Grated ginger, you peel that and grate that. I have whole grain Dijon mustard. You can use regular Dijon mustard. I just happen to have only whole grain. You can use any mustard you have on hand, really. Black pepper and honey. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to go ahead and whisk these ingredients together. It just makes a big giant messy paste. Then I'm going to add half a cup of balsamic vinegar and a quarter cup of soy sauce or tamari. If you happen to be gluten-free, you can use tamari, or if you just like the flavor of tamari, that's fine too. Then I'm going to whisk these together. Next, we're going to slowly drizzle in the oils. So we're using extra virgin olive oil, which is 3 tablespoons. Toasted sesame oil, which is 1 tablespoon. There's a difference between toasted sesame oil and sesame oil. You want to make sure that you get the toasted sesame oil. And you're just going to whisk that together. And the one little trick on this to make it a little bit thicker is chia seed. It's an amazing little ingredient. I just put a little bit in there. I'm going to whisk that together. Chia seeds thicken. So that's the vinaigrette. If you have a high-speed blender, you can do that. It'll emulsify a little bit better and be creamy. But that's what we're going to use on our salads. You can always use this as a marinade too. It's really nice to marinate fish or chicken with this. So it's a really versatile dressing. So I suggest you make a big batch. Okay, so we made that dressing, which was that ginger balsamic vinaigrette. And if you go back to it now, it's thickened up quite a bit from those magical chia seeds. So you'll probably just want to whisk it a little bit to recombine on that. We're going to put this together with a 3-berry salad. The protein is optional for you. I don't eat a lot of animal protein, so I rely on quinoa. And this is going to be my lunch, so I'm making this one quinoa. You can add shredded chicken or salmon or anything like that. But anyway, so in the many, many years I worked in restaurants, the first thing we do when we make a salad is put the salad dressing on the bottom. So this salad has been measured out to use 2 tablespoons of that balsamic ginger vinaigrette. So that's going to go in first. Okay, now we're going to add the raw vegetables. So I have some red onions here that have been soaked in ice water, because if you love the taste of red onions but you hate the bite, the ice water takes the bite out of it. So you just let that soak for about 15 minutes, drain it, and then you have really nice onions just for flavor. And we're going to put about 2 tablespoons of sliced red onions. You can do more or less, however you like. Then we're going to add about a couple tablespoons of sliced English cucumbers. These little baby peppers in the store are great because they're nice and sweet and they add a ton of color in there. So that's everything's about 2 tablespoons. You can add more or less of any of the vegetables you like. You can also leave them out, but I urge you to leave them in because all of this really makes a nice colorful salad that has a lot of fiber and beneficial fiber for you. I love broccoli, so I'm putting in about a 1/4 cup of blanched broccoli. Then we're gonna toss that lightly, just to get those vegetables very lightly coated with that vinaigrette. Then we're gonna add 1/3 cup of cooked quinoa. If this is your only protein, you can add more of it. That's your preference. Toss that a little bit. Then we go to our berries. So we're gonna do about 1/4 cup of sliced strawberries. And then a couple tablespoons of blueberries, blackberries, as many as you like. About a couple tablespoons. Toss that lightly. Then we're gonna turn this out onto a plate. So in restaurants, before they started putting all salads in big bowls, the goal was to get that salad as high as you could. So you pile it on top. And this is all for plate presentation, but people do eat with their eyes, so when it comes to the dinner table, or if you're in a restaurant and it comes out, you're gonna go, whoa, and you're gonna think it's good before you even take a bite. Then we're gonna add some toasted sliced nuts and just sprinkle that around. That's gonna be about 1 tablespoon. I deeply toast the nuts because it gives you so much more flavor for a little bit of calories. And then I have some goat cheese that I'm going to sprinkle on top too. And there you are. And that's my lunch. Thanks.